Oh, yes, wrestling fans, how are you doing? Welcome to the GOW Control Center. It is I, Jacob Black, not the one you're thinking, the one that actually counts. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of wrestling to break down here and not so much time to, so let's not waste time. Right here at GOW, we focus on the wrestling. We're not here to talk about demos or how we're going to find a way to be written off in Tony Khan's W-9 forms and tax write-offs. So with all that being said, let's take a step back all the way to last week's edition of GOW Enigma. By the way, if you haven't checked out Enigma, what are you doing? GOW Enigma comes live every single Thursday nights on Twitch, twitch.tv/game event. If you guys have not checked out GOW Enigma, this is the show for you. We're on the road to Kingdom, which is our biggest event of the year. More information for the card and everything surrounding Kingdom. Make sure to follow @Game Event at Twitter. And our lovely host, play-by-play commentator Kurt Ratner, will give you the info that you need to know for that big event. But we started off the Quest for Gold tournament, the tournament where we're going to crown a brand new GOW Cruiserweight champion. And we already knew we had first round buys with Owen Hart and Eddie Guerrero in the different sides of the brackets. But man, you want to talk about top tier quality wrestling, 5 stars, 69 stars, whatever stars you want to draw out there. You can pick out of the litter of some of the barn burners that we saw on this past Thursday night's Enigma. We saw people advance the tournament like Jeff Hardy. We had a big upset in the first round where Juventud Guerrero defeated Rey Mysterio. Billy Kidman defeated Dean Malenko. Just a lot of top-tier action from top to bottom. Some of the best wrestling you'll see in any promotion around the world. Also, on the heels of that night, we had a classic match with Owen Hart and Eddie Guerrero, where Eddie Guerrero defeated Owen Hart via the Frog Splash. And round number 2 of the Quest for Gold tournament will continue in the coming weeks on Enigma, so be on the lookout for that. But we're here to talk about and review last week's pay-per-view, Against All Odds, on Friday night. First and most importantly, we want to thank each and every single one of you who took time out of your day to donate and take part of the Buried Sigma stream that G-Rod and Ed did. Very well thought of and well done and well executed. Things are undefeated in life. You never know what's going to happen with Wi-Fi or anything like that. But the fact that G-Rod and Ed went on for 24 hours to raise awareness for mental health, and the donations went in. They raised over $900 for mental health awareness, and mental health is a very important issue in today's society. So big shout out to and G-Rod for the Buried Sigma stream, and you guys did a wonderful job. I'm really proud of you guys. Back to the action. We had Against All Odds, and they always say anything can happen in the WWE. Well, anything can also happen on WWE 2K. But also, I want to give props to our play-by-play commentator, Kurt Ratner. He may not be Kevin Kelly, but he sure as hell ain't Josh Matthews. So we're going places, pal. Against All Odds, a big night of action and twists and turns. We saw 2 title changes went down on Against All Odds. We had Mick Foley against Chris Jericho for the Intercontinental Championship. Mick Foley defeated Chris Jericho. He is your new Intercontinental Champion. Also, we saw Goldberg defeat Vader for the Action Championship. So Goldberg putting an end to his rivalry with Vader. We'll see where the roads lead for Goldberg as we head closer to Kingdom. And speaking of Kingdom, we found out the winner of the first ever GOW Royal Rumble is the Macho Man, Randy Savage. The Macho Man will be heading to Kingdom, and we'll have to hear from GOW champion Bret Hart sooner or later on his thoughts on that. As you guys saw on Friday night, Bret Hart made The Rock tap out to the sharpshooter. Really well done. back and forth pace, well executed GOW title match. And then the match of Twitch galore. The match that'll put Twitch on the stratosphere for years to come. Shenanigans, things that are probably not well thought of, and situations that may not be suitable for children. But when it comes to the infamous DX and NWO 8-man tag team elimination match, my God, just sheer anarchy. DX goes over NWO and just a moment, a wrestling match that will be talked about for years and years to come. Also, I just wanted to mention really quick, just the atmosphere of the GOW universe in Youngstown, Ohio. You know, we're all dealing with a pandemic. We're slowly bringing fans back in. But one thing remains very clear. When it comes to Youngstown, Ohio, anything can happen. And that was a testament on Friday night at Against All Odds. Like I said, we're on the road to Kingdom, our biggest event of the year. Make sure to check out that event on Twitch, twitch.tv/game event. We'll be back this Thursday with a brand new edition of GOW Enigma, which you can check out every single Thursday night. The best weekly wrestling programming in the entire world. That is GOW Enigma. I am Jacob Black. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for the very first edition of the GOW Control Center. Hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll see you live this Thursday on GOW Enigma. And make sure to subscribe and follow to the channel at twitch.tv/game event. Have a wonderful week, everybody. And just a little tip, don't check out The Observer. It's not worth your time. Yes, sir.